At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow, the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.
Welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show. Action aplenty as we're joined by our special guest, yes, the president of the Lara Cricket Club, John Spears. John, we go back a long way in the world of cricket. How long have you been playing local cricket now?
Originally played down at Alby.
The wonderful world down around Colac, yes.
A Colac boy, and when I first started an apprenticeship at Fords, I used to go home every weekend, and I think I was about 21 or 22 when I... Ross Elmer lured me to Bellpost Hill, where I played Bellpost Hill for a year, and then the following year I was appointed coach of Lara in 1989, which I coached there for 4 years.
And you had a sojourn to England too, didn't you? You were one of the earliest players from the Geelong area that made that sojourn across to England, which we're now seeing so many of the Geelong players doing, and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my best mates from Colac, Gavin Holland, he was wicket kept at Richmond for
Dutchie, yes,
for many a year, and it was through Brendan McArdle that organised 16 spots were available to go to England, and we went over there, and it was a wonderful time, certainly from a cricket perspective, and also especially with Australia being over there that year and winning the Ashes back 4-0. I wasn't the most popular person around the place by the end of my 4.5 to 5 months over there.
But you're still very proud Australian at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, Spearsy, as I said, we go back a long way. I can remember back in those days, you had a very special pair of batting pads, didn't you?
Yes.
That it's fair to say that you kept for many, many years, and they're still in your possession, although that you've put them away to be looked after as piece of your hallowed memorabilia.
Yes, I've still got one of the pads. A few of the boys signed it jokingly when I told them it was time the pads were to be put to rest. So that's an item I have in one of the boxes out in the garage, so it's still there.
And John, while you're here as well, I think we've got to talk about the two guys that have really been the shining lights in that Lara side this year. Obviously, Chris Bambury's one that we definitely want to highlight. Can you tell us just a bit about Chris's background and how he actually made it out to Lara, and just how he's going so well this season?
Yeah. Excuse me. It's Christopher John Bambury. Thank you, Tim.
Sorry, Graham.
That's all right.
One of your favourites.
Yes. A couple of years ago when we were looking... we had to pursue a coach. We had a coaching panel consisting of people, and we looked to go outside the box. And with Ben Patrick's involvement of being the Victorian country captain, Chris was playing in Ballarat at the time. He was coaching Mount Clear, and we had him down for a discussion. And the facilities, he liked the facilities, and I think he's certainly shown the last couple of years how he has enjoyed batting at Lara. I think he's made all his 300s this year have been at Lara, and he's very much a forward planner and a forward thinker of the game. He certainly plays it really hard, but once he's off the field, it's all over and done with. But when he's out on the field, he's out there for business. So he's been a great accusation to our club.
And John, I think that spirit that you've just mentioned, as far as on the field, it's a real determination that Lara have had, and none more epitomised by players such as the great John Hughes, and now we're seeing it in his son Danny Hughes, is also having a wonderful season. The Jack Singh medalist. Maybe might be dual coming up.
I don't think Danny will have enough votes. He unfortunately missed the first 3 games due to an indiscretion last year, and then with him joining the police force, he's only played, I think, out of round 6 or 7 out of the actual 12 games. In the last 2 games he's been on holidays, so he's been lucky enough that work hasn't interfered, and he's backed it up with 2 good hundreds. I'm sure he wouldn't have been too happy on Saturday when he went out with 2 balls to go, when he could have easily been 130 odd not out. But he's certainly batting well, and probably he hasn't had to do as much training due to work commitments. He's been able to ease off a little bit, and he's certainly been a great supporting role to Chris.
And what about this year's GCA season as well, John? It seems to be one of the tightest seasons in years. I think probably any of the top 6 sides could win it. Obviously, I made a big call a few weeks ago about one of those sides, but we won't mention that again. How have you sort of just seen the whole season? And I think probably the relegation sort of promotion thing as well. It just seems to be the GCA's made the right move there, and everything seems to be working well.
Oh, I believe any one of the 6 sides. I think Belpost still probably now just a little bit too far out with 2 games to go, but they're in a certainly another winning position. But any one of the 6 sides on their day, they've got 1 or 2 standout players. There's no Grovedale were going along beautifully, and all of a sudden we were lucky to bowl them out for 240 at Lara last game, which we didn't get the opportunity to bat. And then Geelong West have certainly in a good situation this week, being none for 20, chasing 199, which throws the top really wide open. It's really going to depend on which players can stand up on the day, and it's really a raffle. It's a very even competition, the first.
Grovedale sitting on top with 51, followed by St Joseph's with 51, Geelong West and Lara on 45, East Belmont on 42 and South Barwon on 39, and then it's out to Belpost Hill on 27. That exemplifies what John is saying as far as the top 6 is concerned. Could go any way. John, Lara was one of the first grounds to move in the world of drought. You've got Legend Course across the whole ground. How have you found the ground with that new cover?
Oh, absolutely magnificent. The outfield is still as good as what it was today. At the end of each football season, you look at it and you don't think it's going to come back. And within a month, by the end of October to mid-November, the ground condition is perfect. And I played out at Grovedale last week, and their ground is certainly equal to ours, if not better, in their facilities. And I was at Newtown at the weekend, and theirs is coming on. And unfortunately, footballers mightn't agree, but for the cricket aspect, it's really good to get out there and play on such good surfaces with the limited amount of water that we do have.
And let's put the positive spin on it from Lara's viewpoint. Playing in the grand final of GCA Division 1, looking forward to playing on the Geelong Cricket Ground.
Oh, absolutely. I think the GCA have made the right decision. They've got the opportunity to go and utilise Cardinia Park and also be able to play Division 2 first grand final there. It can be like a carnival. That takes out all the advantages or disadvantages, whether you could be playing in the grand final at your home ground. And no, I think the GCA need to be commended for all the hard work that they've done, and hopefully everybody gets along, and hopefully more so that we're playing.
Go the Lara Cats, says John Spears. And yes, the GCA Division 1 grand final will be at the Geelong Cricket Ground, the home of cricket here in our great city, and the Division 2 First 11 grand final will be right next door on Cardinia Park West. We go to a break on the Geelong Cricket Show, and we'll be back to look at the Geelong Cricket Association after this.
At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much, so much in fact I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words,
Because we know that if you grow,
wanna see you rugged.
the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.